shiny object syndrome. Too many things going on, chasing that shiny object, can't stay focused. One of the number one questions I get. Hey, it's JB. Welcome to the community. As always, I'm so glad you're with us. And I've got a good one today. I'm going to answer one of the number one questions that I get when I'm coaching. And that is, I got too many things going on and I'm having trouble chasing the shiny object. Well, let's discuss why that happens. And we're going to refer to The Stages of Change by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, who originally brought this in. And that is, what happens with a lot of people is they get uninformed optimism about something they want to do, whether it's starting a business or starting to work out, or let's say trying to run a 5K in under 20 minutes. Whatever it is, that goal that you have uninformed optimism. You're really excited about it at the start. We all are. It's like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Everybody wins the Super Bowl at the start of the season, right? Everybody's in the game. But then what happens is you start to get informed pessimism, meaning you start to realize maybe the team isn't as good as you thought it was. Maybe there's some injuries. Now you don't have a chance to win the Super Bowl and you start worrying about it. Maybe you don't realize all the work that it takes to run a sub 25K. You're starting to get frustrated. Maybe you want to build a business around podcasting. You know, I'm doing a 20K residual business blueprint, and it's really around the business that I've done. And you start going, wow, maybe there is a little more work to this than I thought. And what happens at that point, we have a crisis of meaning. The crisis of meaning is where most people burn out and quit, okay? And what happens is when that occurs, we've now had a uninformed optimistic outlook on things. We're ready to go. We get some informed pessimism. Oh, man, this is harder than I thought. Do I really want to do it? And guess what happens? The shiny object comes in. Oh, wow, I got something new. Okay, instead of a 5K, I'm going to go run a half marathon. Instead of winning the Super Bowl, hey, let's just work on tanking the season for next year. Instead of building the business, oh, wow, I can go use this course platform and build courses and make money. And what happens is, okay, so now you're over here. Now you're back to this uninformed optimism. You're excited about it. Guess what happens? You get informed pessimism, and that leads you to what? A crisis of meaning. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. So guess what happened? The shiny object syndrome happens again. And this happens to a lot of people in your organization. Okay, when they have an idea, it happens to you. And it's this continual pattern that just keeps going down, 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 where you aren't focused. So what we've got to do is, as we are learning this structure, is be aware of it. One of the big things we do at Morning Coach is talk about emotional intelligence. Awareness, observation is so critical in your own personal patterns when you're getting individual coaching or your organization. So when we get to this crisis of meaning, we need to get informed optimism, and that is where coaches come in. That's where mentors come in. You're trying to run a 5K. Wow, under 20 minutes, this is really challenging. I don't know if I want to do it anymore. You get the motivation, energy, ideas, and thoughts from a coach that gets you going, which leads to achievement. This is the breakdown for the majority of people in the world today. They don't have the ability to get through this crisis of meaning, and so they're just kind of meandering through life. So when they go to buy tablets and iPads and systems and software, trying to find the secret thing that's going to help them be more productive, when the truth is, it's the coaching, it's the structure, it's the ability to get informed optimism, and the ability to really get clear about what you're trying to achieve and making sure that's what you want to try to achieve. Once we understand this pattern, what we've got to do is we have to, what we call, become mission-driven. Okay, mission-driven. What does that mean? It means you've got a target that you're going toward. So if we go back to the original page and we talk about this idea of getting to the informed optimism, we've got to get excited about what we're doing here and understand what that is. Get a mission established, and then understand that when it doesn't go as planned, and it rarely will. Okay, let's talk about the mission of Kennedy putting a man or a woman on the moon, right? Okay, there's going to be issues along the way. What you got to do is you got to get through that and get to the informed optimism through engineering, through people helping you, through the structure. And all of a sudden, now we put somebody on the moon instead of breaking this down. So the key to this solution is to become mission driven. Okay, and let's get even a little deeper in that. What does that mean is that you need to have a personal mission. And that is, and I made this real simple. It's a superhero's promise to themselves. It's what you tell yourself what you want to do to help others and make things better around you. Like promise to be kind to everyone at school or to help people at home. You've got this big mission, right? For me, the personal mission that I have stated publicly is that all my wealth, because we don't have children, we're going to give to animals. We're building right now with Morning Coach. We're working on working with local shelters. We've got a shelter in Colombia that we work with, and we're building to eventually have our own shelters. That's our big mission. But then it comes down to this right here, this personal one-year mission. I call this the tactical mission. When we're working with our Get It Done Now system in our planners and our structure, we've got to be able to isolate what are you going to do? What is the big goal for yourself that you want to reach for next year or within the next 12 years? It could be like learning to swim, reading books, 50 books, ride your bike, whatever that is, run that sub 5K, get your health right. For me, obviously, it's growing Morning Coach and getting my health right. I'm working on, a sub 1 hour, 45 minute, 1:30 half marathon. I haven't got to the marathon stage yet, and I am working on a sub 21. I've run 2 of them this year, both over 21 minute 5Ks. Those are some things that I'm doing within my mission. There's a lot of things that go around that, and I realize to get through that uninformed pessimism, I have to have that mission. I have to be clear of where I'm going. And of course, we have a vision. And the vision is kind of where you want to go, who you want to be, some of our terminology in Morning Coach. We also work with organizations. It's very critical that you have the organization structured like this too. That's how you create a self-managed workforce. So many companies are not doing this, and obviously you can reach out and we can discuss that. But right now we're talking about the personal shiny object syndrome, and it's really because there is no tactical mission. There's no tactical mission. There's no clarity about what you want to do. You can buy all these systems that you want in the world, all the planners that you want in the world, but if you don't have a structured system that you're working with, it's not going to work. So what do we do, just so you can kind of see, and you can take this, is we have what we call the Morning Coach metaphysical ritual, okay? And it's a morning ritual. I like ritual instead of routine because it really gets you thinking about this is important. It's life or death. It's a ritual, right? So what we do is we take time for self-care. I always tell you self-love's the first love. Take care of yourself. Health is wealth. If you're not healthy, the rest of this stuff doesn't matter. So we want to make sure my time from 6 to 9 is non-negotiable, meaning that is my self-care time. And then we have a coach cast that I do every day. I've done 5,400 of them over the past 19 years, going on 20 years. That's right, 5,400 daily shows that are 15 minutes long to get energy going, right? So we have the daily coach cast. And then we have the 7 Ps. And this is what I want to share with you. You can get your notebook out and you can write these down. These are really important. So it's starting your day off with the right ideas. So you've done some self-care. You've sat down. You've got your planner out, right? After your self-care, you're listening to get the right energy within our PDCA system. A lot deeper to go into in this video, but you're structuring yourself, right? So you got that. Then you sit down and you're like, okay, let me get the right perspective. And perspective is really understanding that you have the ability to change your life. Having that right perspective first thing in the morning is going to dramatically impact the way you perform in life, the way you parent, the way you work with other people. So getting that first P is really critical. And then we set the priorities. And that's where this comes in. That's where you stop chasing the shiny object, because now you've got your planner, you're looking at your sacred 6, and you're going, okay, what's really important to me today? And how can I be efficient? And how can I get things done? And then, of course, we want to work on improved performance. I constantly remind this in the Coach Cast. Have patience in any system. Again, one of the biggest issues, the shiny object syndrome, people switch from thing to thing to thing, and they never give themselves enough time to really make that work. We're big fans of the Remarkable 2 and the planning system, which we have. Just met with our engineers the last couple of days, and we're rebuilding the 2025 planner. It is going to be amazing. But we want to have patience. We want to have great posture, and we want to obviously stay present. When I work with my athletes, my golfers, my professionals, we're always trying to stay present, and then we want to persist, okay? Once we get that done, we're ready to go. And one of the things we talk about is then you get in your planner because you've got the right mindset and you structure your day. And that's what the planner's set up for. And as you can get it free at morningcoach.com. If you want to work with us, we have obviously coaching levels, but you can get it, all this stuff for free. Also, the planner is free. It's meant to set up your day. That's what it's for. Okay, so you've got your schedule, you know what's going on, and we're gonna dominate your day. And then some of the other things we do is you can take a picture in. We have a new AI coaching that looks at your plan evaluates it and sends you some emails throughout the day to make sure you're staying on track. And of course, we got an amazing community for accountability questions and support. And that's what I'm the most proud of, is we have an international community around the world of people helping each other. But going back to what this video is about, is really about you really getting active in the things you're doing and understanding and having the emotional intelligence to be mission driven. But even more important than that is understanding this cycle of uninformed optimism to pessimism to this crisis of meaning, and then it's just a continual downward spiral. I can't get that out. And a lot of people are dealing with this, and it really is frustrating to me as a coach and somebody that loves to see people successful. It's like, let's get off the hamster wheel. Stop chasing shiny objects. Get with the right people that can get you to the informed optimism stage, which leads to overall achievement. There are basic structures to everything that can make a difference. And, over 20 years of doing this, 19 years, and then, my corporate career, 15 in aerospace, what I learned was I was an unhappy person. I built these systems because I wanted to find happiness. The truth is, I want to be Big Lebowski. I want to do what I want, when I want. I want to produce videos, do things that help people. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. It's funny, I laugh, the Big Lebowski. When I was in corporate and I was running the aerospace company and I was involved in that suit and tie, 60-hour-a-week world, I wasn't happy. It doesn't mean that you won't be happy in that world. Maybe that's your mission. But my mission was to be free, to be able to work a few hours a week and do what I want. And that's what I've been able to build. And what's so crazy about that, and I guess it's not crazy, but it's that you have to realize that discipline and organization leads to freedom. And if you can get this structure in your life, and why I do it every day to connect with people, is because that freedom is what's so awesome. And if you have the patience to build, and you work on your systems, and you work on it every year, it gets better. And when you wake up in the morning, you have a plan. And there's just an amazing feeling about knowing that you're going in the right direction and you're not having to chase all the time and watch the news and try to figure out what's going to happen. You've got a plan, you're executing on it, and you're living your life. So let's focus on that. Let's stop chasing the shiny object and get to your 7 Ps. If you don't have that, please write these down. Let me go. You can stop the screen. Make sure you establish a tactical mission. And then get this right perspective, this 7 Ps in the morning. And if you only do 2 of these, you get the right perspective and have priorities, you will see your life start to change because you're going to be organized and things are going to start working for you. All right, more videos coming. Massive love to you. Obviously, these resources over at morningcoach.com. Stop on by and see us. Go have a great day, and we're going to keep rocking it right here on the channel.